afternoon once again. This is another edition of Sports Hangout, and you know how we do it on Fridays. So this is another Friday, and we're going to be talking about juicy news in the world of sports. And I bet you don't want to miss any one of it because we are going to be talking about so much. Because the Champions League is back, the Premier League and other leagues are here. So you don't want to miss any part of it. We are going to be talking about a number of topics. You know, we have Victor Olatunji also doing wonders. You know, there's something about this Victor of a thing, pardon me, because you know, when we talk about the name Victor, it is something that sounds in everyone's ear. Victor as a striker in Nigeria, every Victor in Nigeria is actually usually be possibly the striker of an attacking side. And this Victor Olatunji is another one who plays for Prague. He plays for Sparta Prague, and we are going to be seeing so many of these juicy news. We are also going to be seeing the recent FIFA ranking. Yes, 39th position for the Nigerian Super Eagles team. Yes, it is another good one, although we are becoming too complacent when you talk about that particular position. We are also going to be seeing league matches, the Premier League, the Serie A, the Spanish League, and so many of it. One of it we are going to also be seeing is the the matches we had in the Champions League. All of these things are things we're going to be talking about in today's edition of Sport Hangout. You don't want to turn the dialer. Keep listening to Sport Hangout on Shiloh Broadcasting Service as we bring you everything full-fledged.
Do you dream of capturing life special moments and sharing them with the world? Shiloh Media turns your vision into reality. From weddings, birthdays, anniversaries, conferences, concerts, we flawlessly capture and broadcast your event in real time, allowing friends, families, and followers to experience it virtually no matter where they are. We've got you covered. We also rent out professional cameras, lighting rigs, microphones, and everything you need to create stunning visuals and crystal clear audio. It doesn't stop there. Our expert team will handle your event, noting every details and ensuring your event runs smoothly and seamlessly. So why wait? Let Shiloh Media Advertising elevate your next event. Visit our website on shiloh.media, facebook.com/Shiloh Media Online, or contact us at 0803 424 9450. Capture, connect, and celebrate with Shiloh Media Advertising.
Okay, you're welcome to joining us. This is Shiloh Broadcasting Service, and this is Sport Hangout with Jerry. We were talking about something quite interesting in the studio before you joined. Hopefully, you just joining us. So, we have a lot of juicy news in the world of sport. We talked about Victor Olatunji, who also made a debut in the Champions League match where he came out for Sparta Prague. We saw how he also assisted. You know, this is making history and making Nigeria also proud at the same time. The last time such occurred was in 2007. Seeing something of such, an African player, this makes him the third African player making his debut in the UEFA Champions League, and then providing an assist and a goal. It was a beautiful one as we saw him display the Lord's choosing, I am choosing. You know, all of these things is what we are seeing in the media presently as we speak, and he celebrated it, saying he is choosing. So that's a beautiful one from our very own Victor Olatunji. And I was saying something about Victor Olatunji. You know, when you get the word Victor, we know Victor Boniface, we know Victor Osimhen, we know Victor, there's this popular Victor that many persons might not know, although he's part of one of Nigerian striker that also made impact when we talk about the national team, Victor Ekpema. He's also one of the Victors that also played a forward position, and this Victor Olatunji is another. So that's just a bonus or an expo. If you know you want to be successful, just on a lighter mood rather, as a striker, maybe you just take the name Victor, because that name seemed to have so many good things around it. Also, we are going to be talking about how George sank Barcelona. That's another Nigerian forward who also came in as a substitute, and then he sank Barcelona in the Champions League match. That's another beautiful one from our own, who actually made a very good impact in that game, even with that short time, and then that was a great defeat for Barcelona. Also, we were talking about how Nigeria was recently ranked by FIFA as the 39th position and 6th strongest in Africa, and it's just toppled by a number of teams, Morocco, Tunisia, and the likes, while their closest rivalry, Ghana, ranked 70, and South Africa 59. So I think that's a good one for Nigeria, but we can do better. There's a lot Nigeria has in stock. We have so many talents, so many great players out there. The like of we have Ademola, we have so many of them. So Nigeria can still become better. The Super Eagles still has a lot to give Nigerians. Nigerians are expectant. We are waiting for that day we will rank. Possibly we can be ranked maybe the giant of Africa sooner or later, because basically when we talk about the giant of Africa, Nigeria was once the giant of Africa. So we don't know what is actually going on presently. The cyst is not actually our best, but that's a good one for Nigeria. Remember, you are still watching Shiloh Broadcasting Service, and I am Jerry Alomatu. Stay tuned to get the rest of the news.
Welcome to Caleb University in Imota, a place where advanced education meets core values. This academic year, we're particularly thrilled to invite applications from our distinguished nursing science program, along with various other courses for 2023 to 2024 academic year. Our campus, equipped with cutting-edge facilities, offers an exceptional learning environment, especially for our nursing students. State-of-the-art laboratories, extensive libraries, and dedicated healthcare training resources are all part of our commitment to nurturing the next generation of nursing professionals. At Caleb University, our rigorous academic programs are infused with Christian principles, shaping students for both professional success and a life of service. Explore the unique opportunities in our nursing science program and more at www.calebuniversity.edu.org. Alternatively, contact us directly at 0703 727 0349, 0808 451 9880, or 0815 074 8354. Start your path rewarding career in nursing and holistic education at Caleb University. Welcome to Caleb University.
Okay, you're welcome back. We are still listening to Jerry on this beautiful show, Sports Hangout, and this is how we do it every Friday. And the Champions League is one of the leagues I say we are going to be talking about. As we saw in the matches, these recent matches they played, we saw Bayern Munich doing what Bayern Munich does. Bayern Munich knows how to demolish and destroy things, and they did that to Dynamo Zagreb again, defeated them 9-2. Coming to so many of actions in the match between Bayern Munich and Dynamo Zagreb. We also saw Celtic. Celtic also pulled down their fellow team, Slovia, and they defeated them 2-1. We also saw Bayern Leverkusen. Bayern Leverkusen also won, and they sit third on the league table presently. This is the league stage, and they sit 4-0 presently. And we saw Aston Villa, yes, the English side, who sits fourth on the league in the league stage. They perished and destroyed Young Boys 3-0. We also saw Borussia Dortmund. Club Brugge was defeated by Borussia Dortmund 3-0. We saw Sparta Prague. Yes, that's where we have our very own Victor Olatunji, when they locked horns with RB Salzburg, and then they defeated them 3-0. That was a beautiful outing for them. We also saw Liverpool. This Liverpool side also, we don't seem to understand, and I just want to plead with those Liverpool fans. Presently, if you're having heart attack or having any health-related disease, you just want to skip off from football at this time, because it is not guaranteed. 90 minutes is always the best time to judge a football, not depending on how formidable the team is. It is just that 90 minutes, and I tell you, same Liverpool that Nottingham Forest defeated is same Liverpool that came on and defeated AC Milan 3-1. We also saw Juventus. Juventus locked horns with PSV and won 3-1. We saw Real Madrid. Real Madrid also sits ninth on that league table with 3-1 against Stuttgart. We also saw Benfica. Benfica also won 2-1. Monaco, where we had our own also George sinking Barcelona. Eric Garcia got an early red card, and then he was off the pitch so early, around 10 minutes of the play, and then we saw how everything turned out. Although Lamine Yamal was uh, uh, quite decisive, and then he got a equalizing goal, but yet it wasn't enough to keep Monaco off the hook, because they definitely were there to do what they do best, and then they sank Barcelona in a surprising one. We also have Atletico Madrid and RB Leipzig. The Atletico won with a stunner goal from Griezmann. It ended in a 2-1 in favor of Atletico Madrid. We also saw Brest. Brest also won 2-1. They won Stuttgart. We also saw PSG. PSG also had a late goal, and the late goal was an own goal. It was not the best of outing for Girona, because they tried holding Paris Saint-Germain, but at the end it wasn't a palatable or sweet story, because an own goal was committed, and then it handed them the 3 points they were all thirsting and hungry for. Now, we saw how all of these actions took place in the Champions League. Arsenal also logged on, although they are still below 15th on the league table. Manchester City as well, and Barcelona, all of them. Arsenal logged on with Atlanta, and then they were only able to get a point because it ended in a 0-0. We also saw Man City with Inter Milan ended in a 0-0, and Barcelona actually lost the match to Monaco. So that's all I have on the Champions League. And you know that Champions League continues next 2 weeks, because EFL must start, and Europa League as well. We will be having Europa League next week. So all of these matches are matches we are going to be seeing next week. And next 2 weeks, we'll be seeing the Champions League continuation. Remember, this is Sports Hangout, and this is Jerry Alomatu. We bring you all of these juicy informations about the world of sports, and you don't want to miss any of these, as we'll be bringing you the rest of sports news in full-fledged format.
Do you dream of capturing live special moments and sharing them with the world? Shiloh Media turns your vision into reality. From weddings, birthdays, anniversaries, conferences, concerts, we flawlessly capture and broadcast your events in real time, allowing friends, families, and followers to experience it virtually no matter where they are. We've got you covered. We also rent out professional cameras, lighting rigs, microphones, and everything you need to create stunning visuals and crystal clear audio. It doesn't stop there. Our expert team will handle your event, noting every details and ensuring your event runs smoothly and seamlessly. So why wait? Let Shiloh Media Advertising elevate your next event. Visit our website on shiloh.media, facebook.com/Shiloh Media Online, or contact us at 0803 424 9450. Capture, connect, and celebrate with Shiloh Media Advertising.
Okay, you're welcome back. If you're just joining us, this is Shiloh Broadcasting Service, and you can always catch us on our social media handles, shiloh.media on Facebook and on YouTube. You have all of our informations there. You can always meet with me as well on Fridays, where we talk about sports. Remember, this is still Sports Hangout with Jerry, and we are talking about different things that happened earlier on this week and also at the weekend. We spoke about how Nigeria is ranked 39th on the table. We also spoke about talking about the FIFA ranking. Nigeria is ranked 39th, and also when we talk about Africa, we are ranked 6th. So we also spoke about Victor Olatunji, who made his debut, and then it was a glorious one, making an assist and also scoring a goal. We also spoke about the Champions League that happened earlier this week. So we are going to be moving on to the league matches. Yes, we are having a couple of them this week, although we had a surprising one last weekend. We saw different things that shook football. We saw, would I say, something that took us by storm, because Nottingham Forest took Liverpool by storm in Hansfield, and then they were unable to do anything because Nottingham Forest actually delivered, while Liverpool couldn't do much, because basically all of their efforts were just against the crossbar, and then it wasn't fruitful for them. That is why I was appealing to Liverpool fans, also your Manchester United fans, because Manchester United fans, they are actually having it good right now because their last outing, we saw a beautiful 3-0. We also saw another 7-0. That's beautiful, beautiful ones. I saw someone's status and he was telling me Rashford is back. I said, let's hope he's fully back. And we also saw Garnacho also doing what he does, scoring 2 goals, Rashford 2 goals as well, and Eriksen 2 goals. All of these were quite glorious for Manchester United, but I still want to appeal to Manchester United fans. Please, you don't want to put all eggs in one basket because basically anything can take you by storm. Manchester United team, we don't know. Same thing for Liverpool as well as Chelsea. Anything is bound to happen when we talk about football. So talking about some of these teams that took us by surprise, that took us by storm, we'll talk about that of Liverpool. Liverpool's match was quite a match that many fans out there wouldn't believe their eyes or believe their ears in what came out from that match. Nottingham Forest coming on and then defeating Liverpool. That wasn't the best of outing for the Liverpool side, for the red side, because basically they've been quite formidable, and the game in the Champions League against AC Milan rather, also showed that possibly it was a glitch somewhere or something actually happened, or they were not in their best mood, or they were preparing for the match against AC Milan. So that was not the best outing, and that took us by storm. And I also mentioned Southampton versus Manchester United. Well, it took me by storm. I don't know about other football fans out there, because basically when we talk about Manchester United, you don't just know what will come out of it. Yes, you don't know. So that 3-0 was quite to me surprising, because Manchester United team, I don't know. But let's hope that this form continues. Also, the game between Manchester United and Barnsley, where we saw the 7 goals to nil. It was actually a surprising one for me, seeing all of those goals, and wow, Manchester United is back. Let's hope they are back. And another one that took me by surprise was Bayern Munich Dynamo Zagreb, because what would you say, without a red card, defeating a complete team 9-2 to me is just more like a demolition, just handicapped that team completely, because 9-2, if you ask me, I would say this only happens in basketball and not in football, but we saw it in football, and we saw how Michael Olise was quite formidable. We saw how he showed that even outside his known environment, he can still perform better. And Michael Olise is someone I want us to look at this day, because Michael Olise, he has spent a couple of years in Crystal Palace, and we see the outing was quite glorious. All of his outings with about 80 games, more than 80 games in Crystal Palace, and yet he had a couple of contributions and goals. But I must confess, this present Michael Olise, I wouldn't say he's better, or he has found a better team that could bring out all of his skills and his quick feet. We know him for all of these things, his ability to dribble and take good free kicks. So we are going to be seeing a lot from this young player. We know that he spent most of his years in the Arsenal team while he was in the youth, while he was still playing for the youth academy. We saw him for Arsenal. He also played for Chelsea at a point in time before we saw him move to Crystal Palace. And sincerely, Crystal Palace, he has won a couple of individual medals as well, because he has quite been one of their best players. Yes, I think in 2022-2023, he won Crystal Palace Player of the Season, and he has also won Goal of the Season as well. So we are we are going to be seeing so much of Michael Olise's contribution in Bayern Munich, because that team is quite not going to be relenting this time around, despite the fact Borussia Dortmund are there. Bayern Leverkusen also is really another team for you not to just look away from, because that team also is going to be a glorious team. I believe in Xabi Alonso, because Xabi Alonso is quite would I say hopeful, and he's putting everything into the bag just to get Bayer Leverkusen on their feet, just like we saw them, and even better than we saw them last season. So remember, this is still Shiloh Broadcasting Service, and I am Jerry, bringing you Sports Hangout. You don't want to turn the dial up, because we are going to be bringing you all of sports juicy news as it is. Stay tuned.
Do you dream of capturing live special moments and sharing them with the world? Shiloh Media turns your vision into reality. From weddings, birthdays, anniversaries, conferences, concerts, we flawlessly capture and broadcast your event in real time, allowing friends, families, and followers to experience it virtually no matter where they are. We've got you covered. We also rent out professional cameras, lighting rigs, microphones, and everything you need to create stunning visuals and crystal clear audio. It doesn't stop there. Our expert team will handle your event, noting every details and ensuring your event runs smoothly and seamlessly. So why wait? Let Shiloh Media Advertising elevate your next event. Visit our website on shiloh.media, facebook.com/Shiloh Media Online, or contact us at 0803 424 9450. Capture, connect, and celebrate with Shiloh Media Advertising.
Okay, you're welcome back. If you're just joining us, this is Shiloh Broadcasting Service, and I am Jerry bringing you Sports Hangout. And if you're just joining us, there are a couple of news, sports news particularly, that we have spoken about, talking about Nigeria ranked as the 39th in the FIFA ranking, and also 6th as the African strongest, 6th on the African charts actually, because basically we have the likes of Tunisia ahead of us, we have the like of Morocco. And if you're just joining us, we also spoke about Victor Olatunji, who also made a glorious debut with a goal and an assist. Beautiful one for Victor Olatunji. We also spoke about the Champions League, how we saw the, Bayern Munich going outside there, and then we spoke about our own, who of course is not playing for Nigeria, but playing with the France team, Michael Olise, playing with the France team. Although he has, to some extent, I can call him a Nigerian because his father is a Nigerian while his mother an Algerian. So basically, he's playing for the France team, the national France team, and then we can see what he's doing in Bayern Munich. He had about 80 appearances for Crystal Palace and having about 14 goals. 14 goals. That's not bad for a winger and also a midfield attacker, because he attacks most times. He plays from the midfield up front, and we are seeing same thing he's doing in Bayern Munich. You know, this young player has actually given his best, and now his name is being written in gold. Another young player I want us to talk about is Ademola Lookman. Ademola Lookman is also a promising one. Not even a promising, he's already living for purpose. For me, if you ask me, he's already living to fulfill the reason why he was created, because basically he's having the best of time. Although it wasn't the best of outing for him yesterday, as he even got substituted. Yet he also had some little contributions yesterday, despite the fact the match ended in a 0-0 against Arsenal. But Ademola also is another beautiful footballer that Nigerians are looking up to actually, because when we talk about the quick feet, he has it. When we talk about the dribbling, he has everything embedded in him. Don't forget that this same Ademola Lookman had a spell kind of outing when he was with RB Leipzig. When they asked for loan, when he was on a loan to Leipzig, we saw how he performed about 11 outings, and then he had 5 good contributions. And the next season, he had about 11 outings with no good contribution. So he has had struggles, but he never gave up. So this is just a word of advice for me. Never give up in whatever you are doing, because Ademola Lookman never gave up, and now he's living, fulfilling purpose. And that is all we have on our show for today. You don't want to miss any of our programs, as we are going to be bringing you all that will be happening next week. Even this weekend, we are going to be seeing league matches this weekend. So all of these are things to watch out for. Remember, a match you don't want to miss. Before I go, you don't want to miss some couple of matches this weekend. You don't want to miss the match against Manchester City Arsenal. Yes, they are going to be locking on the 22nd September. We are going to be seeing this month. Yeah, in 2 days' time, we are going to be seeing them locking horns. Arsenal will be visiting the Blues, and then we are going to see what they have in stock another match we don't want to lose is the match between West Ham and Chelsea. You know, these two, I don't know what they have in common, because they are always at their best when both of them are locking horns. So we are going to also be seeing another interesting match you don't want to miss in the Premier League is Crystal Palace, Manchester United. You know, I have been particular about Manchester United because we don't know what will be the outcome of that game. Another match you don't want to miss in the La Liga's matches, in the La Liga's league rather, is Real Madrid and Espanyol. We are going to be seeing them going out, locking horns, and then a lot is expected. Villarreal also will be having not an easy one this time around with Barcelona. Juventus that is in the Italian league. Juventus will be locking horns with Napoli. You know, our very own is no longer there, but with Galatasaray. So we are not going to be seeing Osimhen against this person. So this team rather, Juventus. But it is another match you don't want to miss. When we talk about the Italian side, we talk about Italian giants. Juventus and Napoli is one you don't want to miss. We talk about AC Milan also visiting Inter Milan. We are going to be seeing this match also. It's another interesting one you don't want to miss at the weekend. Atlanta also will be locking horns with Como. Como is going to be visiting Atlanta side, and then we are going to be seeing our very own Ademola Lookman on the field of play, hopefully, if everything goes rightly, because when you talk about Atlanta, it's one of the best player in Atlanta presently. And I was wondering, why wasn't Ademola given the penalty of yesterday? You know, I just strongly believe he's a very good penalty taker, and we have seen him take penalty for the national team, Super Eagles. And I was hopeful he would have taken that penalty and then maybe landed Atlanta their win and get their 3 points. But, well, it is what it is, and then it was a bad one for them despite giving penalty, and then it ended on a wrong note for them. So that's all we have on today's edition. Stay tuned for the next one, because we are going to be bringing you all updates in the world of sports.